Being fit is to live is a wonderful thing. To enjoy our personal dreams, we must be fit to live and joy, and healthy eating is essential for healthy living. As it is a therapy, a healing tool, a proper medicine, and prevents diseases, together with regular physical activity. This is a poem called Healthy Eating by Robert Sivigwawa, and it just describes how eating healthy, being fit, and watching it right can really lead to a more substantial and fulfilling life. And I have learned my information from online resources, economists, special awareness websites, and credible health networks. This is important to all people because if you are obese, you are not only in a life-threatening condition, but also you are affecting other people in their economic concerns. And also it has economic effects on you because the extra amount of medical bills that you will have to pay over your lifetime due to being obese. And over time, Americans have put less and less importance on how much weight that they are gaining, and this needs to change for the sake of each individual in our country as a whole. Many people have put cheapness of food over the health of their own body, and this is for many reasons. It's not being able to afford anything but fast food, not having time for anything but fast food, and being too lazy to cook something at home. And people need to be more aware of what they're eating, become more active, and set good examples for their kids. And parents need to take more care of their body in order to avoid diseases that come along with the territory of being obese. The problem that we have is that more people are caring less about their bodies, but people probably also don't know is the risks that are being involved. Last year, over 400,000 deaths occurred just because of obesity and the different diseases that came along with it. Veronica Dowdy, writer of an online blog, and herself went from a size 12 to 4, stated how America is a society obsessed with food. We use food as comfort like an alcoholic would use alcohol. But what is being obese? It means that you have 20% above normal body weight due to fat, and those who have researched about child obesity have now stated that even kids can be diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, which was always thought to be known as something that could only happen in adults. And 61% of overweight 5 to 10-year-olds have at least one risk factor for heart disease, and 26% of those kids have at least 2 or more risk factors for heart diseases. Seth Doan from CBS News reported that childhood obesity has tripled in the last 30 years, and cardiologists from Houston's Memorial Hermann Hospital conducted tests, and the results show that 3 out of 4 kids were overweight or obese, and this means that they are on high trajectory for coronary artery disease by their 30s and 40s, which is a very young age for this sort of condition. 11-year-old Wesley Randall, who is 60 pounds overweight, stated, "I just eat to solve my problems." And at that age, kids have no regard for their weight because they don't care about their appearance yet because of the early stage that they're in. And their parents are not taking enough care at their homes to make sure kids are active or eating right. In America alone, we spend $173 million in medical bills each year due to obesity, and it causes many different health risks, such as higher blood pressure, higher cholesterol, higher rates of cancer, type 2 diabetes, and more heart problems such as heart failure and things like that. And there's many more, but these are just a few. And also I have this visual showing that in our country we have, for every 6 fast food restaurants, we have 1 place that you can get healthy food, which I don't know about you, but that is way too much fast food. And there's more deaths because of obesity and the conditions that are because of obesity than cancer and accidents each year. And I have a picture of our country, and this shows that 2/3 of our country are overweight and 1/3 is obese, which we have the highest percentage in the entire world, and the next percentage is 26% when we have 33. But along with medical bills, it also affects our economic situation because of the adjustments that we have to make in our society, such as bigger plane seats, bigger desks for children, and recently they have had to rebuild elevators in order to make them carry heavier amounts of weight because America as a whole is getting heavier. But the steps that I believe that should be taken in order to get people back into shape are to have tighter FDA regulations on the ingredients that are put into our fast foods in order to make sure that they aren't using just terrible products that are put into our body that are in fact killing us or leading us to death. We require doctors and physicians to inform their patients on the medical and economic effects that can have on them due to being obese, and require more athletic credits through school. In elementary school, there should be more days and more times that kids should have to be active, and higher requirements just to keep them in good shape, and just in case at home they aren't eating well enough so that they can work it off at school. But also to provide weight loss programs and opportunities through jobs. Here at my high school, the teachers have an opportunity to participate in The Biggest Loser at Caldwell High School, and so the teachers go through a weight loss program, and I think that's awesome, and more jobs should provide that for their employees. Today I have discussed what it means to be obese, the medical and economic turmoils that can have on each individual, and the steps that I believe that our country should take to lose weight. Obesity is a life-threatening condition that is completely avoidable if you have the drive to do so. What you eat not only affects you, but it affects your family when they have to help pay for your medical bills that you can no longer afford, and the loss that they'll feel if you do in fact die because of this disease. And it also affects people you don't know because of the government has to start making adjustments to compensate for your weight. And a very important quote that really spoke to me was, "Take care of your body. It's the only place you've got to live." Thank you.
Good job.
Okay, so show the audience one more time, just to make sure they're still there. And then jump off the bridge.
Thanks for the speech, Rachel.
Yeah, that was
I'm
good.
definitely going to think about that next time before I purchase a hamburger or something at McDonald's.
Yeah.
No, I also really liked how your visual, it really aided in your speech, and it was so informative, and I learned so much.
I actually really love the statistics in the presentation. Great job, Rachel.
Great job! A lot of facts and evidence backed up your information, and now I'm going to think twice before I pick up a hamburger.
I really liked the visual, like Abigail said, and even though I knew that obesity in America was really bad, but I didn't realize that it was really that bad. It was affecting people that much, and taxes and everything. So that was really good.
That's what everybody.
So, yay! Good job.